This is GerotheHero, and this is my review of 3 Gatsu New Lion, Episode 3. So in this episode, Ray has to start his tournament, and we get a little flashback of when Ray was a kid and he first fought his rival, Haru, the first time. And he sets it up that it was a very hot day and that he felt sorry for the other kid and felt that if he made the match go quicker that he would be saving him the trouble. But it just, in fact, made him feel worse because he wasn't a person that wanted to give up. So in him making it a quicker match, in fact, made it worse because it dragged on the fight and he didn't give up till the very last. And what we find out later is that he is a kid doesn't have the best health. In the future, we find out that when he does his match, obviously Ray wins, but both of them have gotten better since they first met. And you can tell that Haru has a little bit more pride in himself as well. So it's debatable to see whether or not Ray beating him way back then was a bad thing or not. I'm sure at the time it probably shattered his, psyche a little bit, but it made him have a rival and want to be better. But in the present, they both feel good about themselves and the fact that, they both tried their hardest, and you can tell. So after this, we find out that his butler that went on a vacation came back, and we did get explained that he has to be in the hospital a lot. And I'm like, wow, did they just take that from Your Lie in April, that we have to have one person that always has to be in the hospital? So we go to the next scene, and Ray is going to go with the sisters, and we find out that right away that the sisters are grieving as well. They're grieving for their parents, especially their mother. It's really sad because we find out that Hina is really suffering the most. She goes off on her own, and at first we think that she's going to go to the shopping store, but Ray goes and follows after her, and we find out that she's crying over her mother, and really bad. So Ray feels that he's not the only one in this world that has a bad past or problems in his past. So we find out that basically the sisters and Ray need each other because they're both grieving for their parents. And Ray kind of feels that he shouldn't have held on to his feelings so hard, because he kind of just stopped crying, but he still has that sad feeling. So he feels like, maybe I do need to let this out. So maybe we'll see him actually grieve in the future episodes instead of just being so emotionless. Overall, I thought it was a really great episode. I mean, we got some background on one of the characters. We also got some background on the sisters, and although they have a brave face and they seem very happy, they're also dealing with pain as well. So we get that aspect as well. Overall, I thought it was a really solid episode. So we'll see what happens next time. So like always, comment below, subscribe, and follow me on Twitter, and I will see you next time.